Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be ranking the Akatsuki members based on who we like the most impact on the story, similar to our last ranking of the worst generation. Check that out if you haven't seen it. And yeah, let's get right into this list. I'm joined with Haben.
What's up, guys? We're starting off with Sasori. Nathan, how do you feel about Sasori?
I like Sasori a lot. Although I don't love his arc, Kazekage Retrieval. I think that we got a really good backstory for him, and he's a pretty interesting character out of all the Akatsuki members. I would honestly probably put him in the B or A tier. High B, low A.
Yeah, that's what I was definitely about to say. I really like his whole jutsu with the puppets and stuff. I also did like the backstory a lot. You're definitely right. The arc is definitely one of the weakest, but yeah, I'd throw him in the A to B easily. Because I feel like there are some characters that would go B, but he wouldn't sit B with them. So I wouldn't mind if I put him A, but it wouldn't hurt if he was high B too. So
Yeah, let's put him A for now. He'll go the bottom though, because yeah, I think there's gonna be other B tier ones who are just kind of good.
All right, next up, Pain.
All right, I mean, I feel like this goes without saying, but S. I mean,
S easily.
one of the best arcs in Naruto. Amazing backstory, amazing like philosophy. The Pain speech about the cycle of hatred is just amazing, and his fight with Naruto, and I mean, just the way he's written and his entire character is so important to the story.
Not to mention character design as well. The role he played in that arc was also fantastic. As well as him also making the Akatsuki and forming everyone together. But obviously there was a player in the background holding him down. But yeah, Pain was just incredible in that arc, and his character alone is also insane.
Yeah, very important to the story, and such an interesting character who has a very, very strong presence.
All right, next Hidan. This one. Personally, I think his character design is pretty cool, but aside from that, that's all he has going for him. I didn't really care too much about his jutsu. I thought it was creative, but not enough to where I liked him that much. So I honestly think I'd put him at the C to D. How about you? Where would you put him?
Yeah, I think I'd probably put him C. Like
C.
he is like okay, like he's a fun character, but like he's just sort of there. Like it's more Shikamaru's the star. We don't really learn much about him other than like he just doesn't die. But he's a fun guy. I'd probably put him like top of C.
All right, next up, Deidara. Deidara is he has a special place in my heart. I definitely really enjoyed Deidara watching the show. I used to literally say art is an explosion while he was saying it as well. I like the character design. I like the jutsu. I like just him as a character. His death wasn't the greatest, but I still really like him, and I'd honestly throw him at the A tier, even though there wasn't like a crazy motive or backstory for him.
Oh no, I'd definitely throw him A.
No.
I think that I mean his fight with Sasuke I think is one of the best fights in the whole show. And like it's just from just the way the fight evolves and stuff is so interesting. And he's just so fun. Like he's such a fun character. And like I really like his artisan explosion is such an interesting, like, you know, it's just like his little sort of character trope, but like it's fun. It's like an interesting philosophy, and I like how it like plays off of like Sasori and stuff when they have their like differences in terms of like art is impactful and needs to last, whereas he's like needs to go in like this big thing. And I mean his death sort of cements that. But yeah, I agree. It could have been handled better.
All right, next up, Kakazu. This is definitely another one where it's like I like the character design, but there wasn't much to him. So once again, I'd have to throw him like the C to D. Where would you put him?
Yeah, I mean honestly, I'd say go D for me. Like
really?
Okay, wait. Maybe put him C because there's another character who's like
that's coming up.
Absolutely D. Kakazu is the same as Hidan, but Hidan's is more fun. Kakazu is just sort of like intimidating.
Yeah.
I guess.
I liked a little bit how like we got a little bit of how he like fought Hashirama and lost, and I kind of do like his jutsu a little bit with like the 5 hearts. I thought that was pretty cool, but it's not enough. We needed more. We just
we barely get anything else other than that, right?
Yeah. Aside from that arc, we got honestly nothing.
Yeah. So I think that's a fair placement for him. All right. Black and white Zetsu. This is just
painful.
This is the worst, probably the worst character in all of Naruto in terms of just
ruining the show.
Yeah, just like I don't understand why Kishimoto wrote his character the way he decided to write it at the end. And I mean, he was so like not important anyway. Like before, like he would still probably go D tier just from like he did nothing other than like just be a like a satellite lookout guy, but like the plot twist just can't happen like that.
It wasn't pleasant at all.
Uh, Destroying Madara, one of the greatest built-up villains in any shonen for like Kaguya, that is tragic.
Not to mention a goofy character design too.
Oh yeah. All right, next Itachi, my personal favorite of the Akatsuki members. I would easily throw him S.
Yeah.
I think he's just like,
Too
I mean, his
perfect.
whole backstory, his whole character, his whole like
Everything.
connection, everything. He's just such an interesting character in terms of his philosophy on how he wants to live and his idea of who needs to protect. Like just his when you find out his backstory, it puts such a twist on his villain role in the story. I mean, it's so interesting to think about if this story did not have that twist, how Sasuke's character would be affected and how Naruto and his relationship would be affected. Like, it's very interesting.
No, you're definitely right. The role he played in the Akatsuki was also because the way he ended up in the Akatsuki was also because of the choices he made and the role he decided to play as well. And yeah, honestly, Itachi's just amazing character design. Him and Sasuke's fight was insane. The way he came back and said he'll always love him. There's too much about his character that was just way
And
too
I
good.
forgot, you're right, like he was like spying on the Akatsuki for Konan,
Yeah,
right?
mhm.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic character.
All right, Kisame. How do you feel about Kisame?
Kisame's, I don't know, I feel like he's the perfect B. Like,
Really?
or A, I don't know, he's like, I really like him though. Like, I like him even though he's probably like not as good, just because like his last whole thing with Naruto at the end, I really liked when he like shows up. He like doesn't he like fights like
Yeah, he fights Might Guy, and then they were
Might
gonna
Guy, yeah.
they were gonna kill him, but then he ended up killing himself because he was too loyal to like the
yeah, and like
Akatsuki,
there's like the whole like backstory about him just
Yeah.
being a man lost and like afraid of himself, and like it's just, I mean, he's a very sad character at the end, but sort of like his like he doesn't have bad screen time, you know, like
No,
when he's on
definitely
he's good. I don't know, where would you put him?
I'd put him low A, high B. So if you did put him B, I wouldn't get upset. But I also wouldn't get upset if you put him low A too.
Think we should put him B because I think he's a little bit worse than Deidara and Sasori,
Okay.
but like still fantastic, still a very good character.
No, definitely. I also really liked his sword as well. I forget the name. It also started with a K, right?
Yeah, I think it might be an S. I don't know. I forget.
All right. Next up, Tobi, or as everyone else knows, Obito. How do you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
about him, Nathan?
Big S tier for me for Obito.
Heavens.
I think you can put him above Pain. I know you like him more.
Put him above
So,
Itachi too, but we'll keep him there for now.
Yeah, we'll keep him there. I mean, you can talk about him because you love him.
Too much to even talk about. The plot twist. I mean, everyone already knew. If you watched the show and you saw him, you could already put two and two together and tell he was Obito. But even the plot twist, the fight with Kakashi, the parallel between them, the parallel between him and Naruto as well. Their different ideals, his reasoning for everything too. I just loved Obito way too much in the series. He's another like enjoyable character, but not enjoyable as in like they do like fun stuff, but enjoyable as in like I'm watching what he does and I'm just find it so interesting and amazing that I love his character really that much.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I think that, like you said, that stuff about the parallels between him, Naruto, and Kakashi, like I mean, this whole like Akatsuki like group is really like each of the pairs are very parallels to each other. Like it just shows Kishimoto's love of that sort of parallel. I mean, it's Naruto and Sasuke, it's Kakashi, Obito, it's like the pairs like
Yeah.
Deidara and Sasori, Hidan and Kakazu. Like he loves that parallel symbolism, and I mean, all these members just show that in their different philosophies of life. And Obito to the max in terms of representing both Naruto's ideals while like going against them at the same time. It's very interesting.
No, 100%. And finally, we have Konan. Where would you put Konan, Nathan?
You know, I honestly think that she's okay. Like, she's not amazing, but I did really like her fight with Obito, like on the water in the village hidden in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably put her probably B, honestly, because I really like that. But I mean, I don't know. She's not amazing, but I don't think she's nearly as bad as like Zetsu or Kakazu or Hidan. They're not bad, but just I like her. She's a bit more interesting to me.
See, the thing is about Konan for me is I really do like her character design. And in terms of like the backstory with her, Yahiko, Nagato, and herself, and Jiraiya, of course, I do really like that, but I feel like there really wasn't enough of her character. I enjoy the jutsu, like her jutsu is really nice, like the paper bombs. The backstory was cool, but there's just not enough screen time where I'd want to put her B. I think I'd much rather have her like C tier, honestly. Somewhere with these
C?
guys. Yeah, honestly, I think C.
Alright, I mean, I guess that's fair. We don't get too much of her. I don't know, I don't know, something about her clicks with me, but we can put her C, that's all good. Alright, I think this list looks pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I think we have like a lot of these characters in really deserving spots. Like in terms of screen time, backstory, and character design, jutsu. I think they all
Yeah, I
fit
think
the
like
role.
at least like maybe people might rearrange some things, but the order definitely seems right. And I think like at least the S and A, pretty, definitely the top 5 for me in terms of the Akatsuki.
Oh, 100%.
All right, well guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. If you like this list, make sure to drop a comment down below and say you support this. And if you have something you disagree with, then put your list down below and tell us ours is trash. Either way, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you, guys.